One of these tools was built to be an agent from day one. The other was built to be an editor that learned agent tricks. That difference is why picking the better one is the ground question. By the end of this video, you will know which one fits the job you're actually doing, not just which one has better marketing this month. Yes, they are converging. Cursor add agent mode, Claude Code add a desktop app. Doesn't matter. Here is what actually matters. They encourage two very different ways of working. Cursor is built around you working inside the code base. Claude Code is built around giving an agent a goal and letting it operate across the project. Neither is simply better. By the end, you will have a simple rule of when to use Cursor, when to use Claude Code, and when combining them. Before I break down when each one wins, let me give you the one-sentence version. Multi-file builds from a single prompt, Claude. Single-file edits and fast front-end work, Cursor. Don't overthink this. Let's start with Cursor. It wins three things. 1. If you are a developer who thinks in code, Cursor's autocomplete is still the best in the business. Nobody does inline completion smoother. You don't stop to describe what you want. You just keep typing and the suggestion appear. 2. Front-end and single-file edits. This is the tool. 3. Model flexibility. Cursor lets you swap between Claude, GPT, and their own models. You are not locked in. When one model gets stuck, you switch. That matters. Bottom line from Cursor. It's fast. It's cheap per task, and it keeps you in the driver's seat. If you're a front-end developer or someone who likes watching every line, this is home. But Cursor was not designed to think across your entire project. It can do it now, but it's less mature than Claude Code. That matters when work gets complex. Now, Claude Code. It was designed for a completely different job. It wins at two things. 1. Multi-file builds from one prompt. You type, add authentication to my app. Claude Code reads your project structure, understands which file touch authentication, writes across routes, middleware, database schemas, front-end components, all in one pass. Cursor can do this now. Claude Code was built for it. It thinks before it types. 2. When you don't know how to build it. This is the real differentiator. Claude Code is the better architect. You describe the outcome. It figures out the approach. You don't need to know which files need changing. You don't need to break the task into steps. It reasons through the problem, then executes. Here is a trade-off. If you need to see every change as it happens, this is not your tool, and the usage limits. We will get to those. But for a raw problem-solving power on a real code base, Claude Code is the sharpest brain. Quick pause. If this is actually useful, hit a like. Let's talk about pricing now. Here is the trap. Both tools look the same on the pricing page. Claude Pro $20, Cursor Pro $20. Same sticker, right? Wrong. The way they bill is completely different. Claude Code has a session limit that resets each 5 hours, with a weekly cap on top. You can be in the middle of a complex build, the agent is halfway through, and you hit a wall. A hard stop. It's annoying. Cursor has a total budget per month. Each model costs differently. You can burn through it fast if you go heavy on the expensive models, but you can pace yourself. If you are a power user, here is what actually happens. You max out Claude Code's weekly limit at Wednesday. You max out Cursor's budget by the second week. Both hurt. Claude is more frustrating because it's time-based, not use-based. So you can slow down to stretch it. But here is a move most people don't think about. You don't have to pick one. Here is what I recommend. Regular users, one reliable tool, easy to use. Don't want to think about it. Claude Pro. You get the agent, Claude Chat, and the integrations. One subscription. Done. Hardcore developers or front-end heavy work. Cursor. The flow matters more than anything. The autocomplete alone is worth the 20. Occasional power users. Claude Pro and Cursor Pro. Total price roughly 40. Cheaper than Claude Max alone, which starts as 100. You use Claude Code as the architect. Then when the problem is hard, when you don't know the approach, when the task spans files, Claude thinks it through. You use Cursor for the basic edits, the component level work, the fast front-end changes. And when Claude Code gets stuck, Cursor gives you access to other flagship models. You are not locked in. You have a fallback. Total, $40 a month. 2 tools, each doing what it was actually designed to do. Real power users, you don't need my advice, but I would get the latest opus and a few backups. Bottom line, don't pick based on what your favorite developer tweeted last week. Pick based on how you work. Front end, fast edits, stay in flow, Cursor. Multi-file builds, hard problems, don't know the approach, Claude. Need more power? Run both. $40. Use each for what it was born to do. Which one are you using right now? Subscribe. There is a lot more coming.